Hi, Year 11. I'm really sorry. There seemed to be a problem with the previous PowerPoint I put out or the previous video I put out. This is what you should have seen from 9 minutes onwards or something. So I'm just going to go through this very quickly and leave you with the work to do because it is quite important. And I'm sorry about the delay. Basically, the perfect tense is what we were looking at here, which is the tense I have done, I have eaten, I have been. And in Spanish, we've looked at this before, but you'll remember that it has two parts, just as in English. So instead of just one part, as in other tenses, it's a compound tense. So we have a verb meaning to have, which is haber, and then the past participle. And this verb table sets out how it works. I think you've got actually the audio for this. This is the slides you should have been able to see on the video. So you can see you've got AR, ER, IR verbs. Past participle is formed by taking off the AR, ER, IR ending and adding either ABO or IDO. So you get a verb like comer, for example. Comido is eaten. I have is from this verb here, he. So he comido, I have eaten. He vivido, I have lived. Has salido, you have gone out. Reminder here, there are some irregular past participles. There aren't that many, but there are some. You need to know those. Some are highly or frequently used. Things like hecho from hacer. He hecho, I have done. He escrito, I have written. He dicho, I have said. So pause the video and write that down and make a note of it. Or find it in your verb tables, which you have got, and you should be able to use those, refer to them quite easily. Okay, I'm going to move on. So I'm going to move on now. You move on when you're ready. Okay, so some examples here. These are the verbs which are reflexive, cortarse, to cut yourself. In the perfect tense, it would be me he cortado el dedo. Now, a couple of things to notice here. When you say I've cut my finger, you don't say mi dedo, you just say el dedo. It's a reflexive verb, you can see that here. So that se needs to go in the front and become the relevant pronoun. So if I've cut myself, me he cortado. You have cut yourself, te has cortado, and so on. You can never separate these two. Those need to stay together like glue. Put this at the front. Okay, so you're going to go through the next few slides, looking at the infinitive first of all, then the perfect tense, then this, it gives you a gap, and I want you please to fill it in. You can then go back, you can rewind the video or whatever you're going to do to it, reverse it a bit to get what the original was, check to see how you did. Okay, so there are a few slides here that do that. I'm going to go through the motions with you. You need to work through them, writing down your own conjugation and checking it. So torcerse, to twist, sprain. That's your perfect tense. Me he torcido el tobillo. There's a gapped one. You write it down and then go back and check. Next one, romperse, to break. Me he roto, because that's a irregular past participle, that's why it's in red. Me he roto la pierna, I've broken my leg. There's the gapped version. Fill it out and then go back and check it. Okay, so I'm assuming you're pausing this video as we go through it. Romperse again. This time it's me he roto el brazo. I've broken my arm. There's your gapped version for you to do the task. Go back and check it when you're ready. Next one, quemarse, to burn yourself. So there's your reflexive verb quemarse. Me he quemado el dedo. There's your gapped version. You do your version, see if you get it correct, go back and check it, and then move on when you're ready. Okay, so some more practice here. We've got el perfecto práctica. I have eaten a sandwich. He has gone to the bank. We haven't seen your book. Have you bought a magazine? She has broken her leg. So you need to look back at the verb table that you had a few slides back. Check the part of haber. So I have, he has, we haven't, and that sort of thing. And then look at the other vocab you need. So pause it here, have a look at writing these, and then move on when you're ready. Okay, so assuming you've done it, here's the answers, or here are the answers. He comido un bocadillo. I've eaten a sandwich. Ha ido al banco. He has gone to the bank. No hemos visto tu libro. We haven't seen your book. That's an irregular one. Visto. Have you bought a magazine? So again, you don't need to worry about questions in Spanish. They're easy. Just make the statement and put a question mark around it. ¿Has comprado una revista? She has broken her leg. We've just seen several examples of that. Se ha roto la pierna. Okay, so check your work, mark it in red pen, move on when you're ready. Okay, these ones here, I wanted you to do without me correcting them, so I'd like you to submit a picture of this. Number one, you need to look, I'm not going to go through all of these, you need to read them through. They're basically cause and effect things. So we've got andado 10 kilómetros y me duelen las something. That would be I've walked 10 kilometers and something hurts. So it's probably, it could be your legs or it could be your feet, but it's las, and remember feet are masculine, el pie, so it'd be los pies, so it's not pies, it's something else. All right, so read through, you may need to use a dictionary to find any vocab you're not sure about, but just think about if you've eaten a lot of sweets, what's going to hurt. All right, so pause it, write these out in full, please, and submit a picture at the end of the lesson. Okay, when you're ready, you can move on. And I'm moving on now. This was another grammar point. Now, if you've got all these things happening to you, breaking legs and eating too many sweets and getting a stomachache, what do you need to do about it? So, tienes que, debes que, and hay que. Oh, sorry, tienes que, debes, and hay que. Plus are all followed by infinitives. So, tienes que, debes, or hay que. The infinitives could be something like beber mucha agua. I mean, you have to. So you have to, you must. You have to drink a lot of water, rest, and so on. Here are the English versions. So copy that vocabulary down. You'll need it a bit later. Okay, when you're ready, move on. Learning outcomes for today, or for this week, really. We've looked more about parts of the body, illnesses, doler. We've looked at hace plus time and how to use deber and the infinitive. We've done some listening and reading, and we're going to set, I've gone too far, going to set targets for improvement later on. Lesson 3 obviously follows, and for most of you, well, it depends when you're watching this, but yeah, this is for specifically for 11A who are struggling because this video didn't work. So I'm going to post this now, and hopefully that will enable you to finish the lesson. Thank you very much.